Hello, my name is Sonia Gaines. I've been in the court system a whole decade. I went through parental alienation. I have 5 biological children and 1 stepson. And I want to share with you things that I've learned this decade of being in court and what I feel could help our situation. I want to start off by acknowledging Family Code 3044. Family Code 3044 is when a parent is found a perpetrator to be a perpetrator of abuse. Family Code 3044 is a law that is supposed to remove the children from the abuser until the abuser can overcome the presumption. The main goal when abuse is present is to remove the child from the immediate harm. And the goal should also be to get the abusing parent help so they could be better for their child in hopes to reconcile in the future. Throughout the years, we've learned the different types of abuses. Did you know back then when women were beginning to be raped by the psychopaths, they were not believed entirely. In fact, you know what the law did? They got in contact with medical professionals that were able to help them understand the psychology of the psychopaths. The law was really good doubling down on those times and stopping the psychopaths that were doing serial killing and hurting people, as you all know they were doing. We're not really seeing that kind of abuse flourish in these times, thank God, because the law rose a standard against it. Where did all the psychopaths of the world go, though? In my opinion, abuse evolves, and abusers have learned that if they do the things that the ones before them have done, they will get caught and they will go to prison, and they don't like that. But there's a form of abuse that is flourishing, and this form of abuse is psychological and emotional abuse. And the worst part of this abuse is that it's being heavily inflicted upon children. So, being a decade in court, this is what I feel needs to happen. The courts must acknowledge child psychological and emotional abuse in parental alienation cases through pathogenic parenting. Parental alienation is a confirmation of the child's psychological abuse. Because in parental alienation cases, children split, they develop Stockholm syndrome, they protect their abuser. They are already past a threshold where this is now not considered bad parenting, this is considered abuse. You see, the law should already be taking care of this because Family Code 3044 is a law that is supposed to protect us from this very thing. When a parent is found guilty of abuse, children are to be removed from that parent until that parent can overcome a presumption that they are safe. In parental alienation cases, the children are enduring severe child psychological and emotional abuse. In fact, this abuse is so severe that children that go through this abuse, they suffer as if they actually went through sexual abuse. They suffer similar effects as if they went through sexual abuse. Now imagine your child going through sexual abuse through one of your abusers, and you are sounding a trumpet and nobody's able to do anything about it. That perpetrator of abuse is abusing two at the very same time to such a grave degree. And that perpetrator of abuse insults the intelligence of the court system and, really makes clowns out of the judicial system. Guys, they're making clowns out of the judicial system because all they have to do is present a lie to the courts and continue on, and the courts are all bumping their head trying to figure out what to do. Meanwhile, litigation goes on, thousands and thousands are spent, and this is a really bad part about it. Not only do these abusers make the judicial system look like a bunch of clowns, the real clowns in the judicial system, corrupt court officials, they start playing games with our children, and literally our cases run decades, millions, hundreds and thousands of dollars, our children's childhood taken from them. And the families that are going through this are left with severe CPTSD, similar to soldiers who go to war. And when they come back and they live daily with this severe trauma, that's what targeted parents all around the world are living with daily. I'll save all of that for another video. This video is to highlight that parental alienation is a severe form of child psychological and emotional abuse through pathogenic parenting. When a parent is found guilty of abuse, Family Code 3044 should rise up, and it should cause the children to be removed from the abuser, whether that child be placed with the targeted parent, if that's still a possibility, or a third-party placement, another family member, whatever it need be, they need to be removed from the person causing the abuse. Now, this is how you're going to tell who the pathogenic parent is or not. The healthy parent will encourage a relationship between the child and even the abusive parent, okay? We're not trying to rip our children from their dad or their mom. The healthier parent will want the abusive parent to get help and take those steps so they can be safe with their child. The toxic parent will do everything in their power to stop any form of reconciliation. They will obstruct conjoint therapy. They'll obstruct therapy. And I want to do another video about how I feel conjoint therapy is crucial to helping resolve parental alienation cases. Start utilizing AI. Start utilizing the tools that we have to learn all you can, because we need to fight for our children ourselves. Even if the attorneys want to help us, many of them are not knowledgeable enough in these types of cases, nor do they have the fight within them to fight for our kids the way they need to be fought for. I mean, they could have the fight if we had the money, but we don't have that type of money, many of us. And if we do, it eventually runs out because, like I said, I've been in court a decade. My name is Sonia Gaines. I'm on here to share anything I can to help stop this form of abuse. It's a way that I give back because my children's childhood was taken from them, and it brings me a measure of healing to be able to stop that from happening to anyone else, even if it's one person. God bless you all. Bye-bye.